What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and today I've got some football focus. The Pittsburgh Steelers just finished their Week 12 NFL matchup of the 2023 season, the first time this year playing the Cincinnati Bengals in an AFC North divisional matchup in Cincinnati. Anytime you got a divisional game, especially on the road, you really want to win those. Both teams kind of clawing for the wild card spot in the playoffs or trying to stay alive in the division, one or the other, but the Bengals coming in pretty close to even this year, I think, coming in at 5-5. Joe Burrow going down for the season. Big loss for them. They were already kind of on the fringe of not making the playoffs, and Burrow going down for the season pretty much takes them out of things. Pittsburgh coming in off a loss, putting them at 6-4, right kind of in the place they've been in for the last several years, hovering around that 9-8 record, looking for a wild card spot, but still, both teams still in the thick of a division that is up and down, beating each other up. Pittsburgh coming in with some positive news this week as Santa comes early in Pittsburgh. Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator, the much maligned offensive coordinator with the Fire Canada chants all around the world, finally gets fired this week. On Tuesday, it was announced that Tomlin Claus had given a gift to Pittsburgh as Matt Canada gets fired, and now it was time for us to see. The talk had been all year. Is it Canada? Is it Pickett? Is it Tomlin? Who is it? And Kenny Pickett, after having a really slow start last year in his rookie season, coming on in the second half of last season, and then playing really greatly in the preseason of this year, and very poorly in the regular season of this year. Which Kenny Pickett is it? Well, the real Kenny Pickett, please stand up. Is he like he was at the start of last year or at the finish of last year? Which Kenny Pickett is it going to be? Now, without Matt Canada calling the plays, Pickett's got a fresh coordinator and a fresh chance to show if he can be the franchise guy or not. He's got a 7-game audition here to end the year to see if he is going to be the guy. And let me tell you, I am pretty positive right now. Pittsburgh goes on to win the game 16-10. I know, pump the brakes. 16 points does not sound like a lot. One of the touchdowns, Pittsburgh comes down and scores to open the game. Deontay Johnson catches a ball in the back of the end zone, gets 3 feet down, 1, 2, and a third foot, but then endures contact from a defender and drops the ball through the contact as the ball hits the ground, so it is ruled not a touchdown. And then on the next play, Pittsburgh, still being in field goal range, goes to run the ball. Jaylen Warren fumbles, and then Cincinnati recovers. So we go from 7 points to 3 points to no points, touchdown off the board, points off the board. So Pittsburgh, but in reality, with a third foot down, that takes away the contact rule of holding the ball through contact. So it should have been a touchdown. Mike Tomlin foolishly did not challenge. I thought initially it was a touchdown. The refs called it a touchdown and then overruled themselves. Gene Steratore in the booth said it would have been a touchdown. So I'm going to say even though we scored 16, we should have had 23, which even still sounds like a decent number but not a great number. That being said, Pittsburgh finally breaks their drought. 421 total yards. Yes, I said 400 total yards. 421 breaks Pittsburgh's second longest drought of any team in 30 years of not getting a 400-yard offensive game. 421 for the offense. And though I said 16 on the board does not sound super impressive, this offense was fluid. Let me give you the numbers and I'll discuss why it worked today. Kenny Pickett, 24 of 33. Really good completion percentage, really solid today, very efficient. The first time I've said that about Kenny Pickett in a while. 24 of 33, 278 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. But again, 278 looks like gangbusters compared to the 126, 105. He had been getting halves where he was getting 33 yards and a half. 278 feels really good for Kenny Pickett. Good percentage, good yardage, no turnovers. You got to feel good about Kenny Pickett there, especially when you think about the fact that he should have had over 300 and a touchdown if that touchdown would have stood for Deontay. He would have been closer to 300 and had a touchdown on his resume. Running the ball, Najee Harris, 15 carries, 99 yards and a touchdown. Had over 100, lost 1 yard on his last carry to take him back under 100. So really he had initially 14 carries for 100, went back on the last one. So finishes 15 carries, 99 yards and a touchdown. Jaylen Warren, 13 for just 49, plus a fumble. He kind of regressed a little bit in this game, but all in all, the running game looked good. Passing the ball, 3 guys are over 50 yards in receiving today. Pat Freiermuth, his second game back, what a difference he made today. 9 catches, 120 yards. His first 100-yard game in a long time. George Pickens, 3 catches, 58 yards. Deontay Johnson, 4 catches for 50 yards. plus the one that was called a drop in the end zone that would have been a touchdown for him. So offensively, I want to say again, yes, 16, even with the 7 off the board, 23, doesn't get you to the 30-point mark you'd like to see, but getting 421 yards total feels really good. Every drive, we got a first down. There were no 3-and-outs in this game from what I can recall. Everything felt like it was moving forward. Even the 3 and 4 yard running plays were setting us up in good places. Everything felt like a chunk play to get us in manageable situations. Everything flowed well. The short passing game was nice. We used the middle of the field for the first time. Kenny was super accurate on some nice balls to Pat Freiermuth. We converted a bunch of third downs. We got some short stuff to Pickens on out routes. We got some short stuff to Connor Hayward. We used Jalen Warren for like a 12 or 13 yard pass play. We spread the ball around. Calvin Austin got a first down. There was a play that Allen Robinson got a first down. We were spreading the ball out. We used the sidelines well. We used the middle of the field well. And we took a few deep shots to George Pickens. George Pickens had one that he extended. It looked like he was held. He didn't make the catch, but then Deontay downfield did make a deep catch. So we did a bunch of different things. Maybe we didn't take as many deep shots as I would have liked to have seen, but Pickens caught one deep and Deontay caught one deep. And again, the one touchdown was taken off the board. So Pittsburgh was taking some shots. It was intermittent, but everything seemed like it flowed. Overall, Pittsburgh was converting on third downs. They were holding the ball, long drives. We had 37 minutes time of possession to 22 for the Bengals. We held the ball a lot. We converted a lot. We wound up again with 421 yards to just, I think, Bengals had 222, so we outgained them by 200 yards. This was a very efficient offense. We ran the ball well again with Najee being 1 yard short of 100. Warren had a couple nice runs, but again, he kind of fell back a little bit to earth today. But again, using everybody, spreading the ball. Pickett didn't look very inaccurate. He did miss one. He had George Pickens on one that Pickens got open on like a slant play that Kenny missed. There was a couple others. One play that Deontay did catch was very low that could have been not caught. Other than that, though, Pickett was pretty accurate. Again, not perfect. There's still things to clean up. Broderick Jones had a holding call. The one play did go as a drop, whether it was a touchdown or not. Pickett did miss 2 guys that he should have had. So not perfect. But again, holding the ball, converting on third down, spreading things around, looking decisive in your decisions, mixing the run and the pass. Blocking for the most part very well. I feel very good about where this offense was today, especially in conjunction to the entire season. Our cleanest offensive game by far, and that tells you Matt Canada was at the very least the biggest portion of the problems we had. I had said previously in different videos that I was not sure if Pickett was the guy, but I wanted to give him a chance without Matt Canada because I thought Matt Canada was a bigger issue than anything else, and that has been solved right now. Canada's gone, Broderick Jones is starting, so the offensive line looks better, and now we're spreading the ball. Now we got Deontay fully healthy. We got Freiermuth healthy, making plays. I like the usage of some of these guys. We saw Connor Hayward out there today. I want to give a big positive to Darnell Washington. He had one nice first down catch. He slipped on the turf, got back up, and kept going. He got a first down catch. He blocked on the nice Najee Harris touchdown run, which could have been called holding. We're not going to pick on it, but had a nice block on the edge. 2 other nice blocks, one on a Jalen Warren pass catch, and I think another was a Najee Harris run. Using Washington, using Hayward, the use of tight ends, making Pat Freiermuth your middle of the field guy and your third down blanket. Very nice stuff. Very nice stuff. I still want to see more deep shots. I still want to see Calvin Austin used more, but I am very, very happy with this offense today. Defensively, also very happy. Only 7 points in the first half for the Bengals, only 10 points total. Getting off the field with 10 points is going to get you most wins. If you're holding the ball for long drives and you're getting chunks of yardage, even if you're not scoring, if the other team only has 10 points, you're usually going to win. Granted, it was the Bengals' backup quarterback. Joe Burrow was not out there. If he was, it may have been a different game. But Pittsburgh holds the Bengals to 10 points. You play who's on the schedule, right? TJ Watt, 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Really nice out there overall. Played a couple of plays where he leaked out and played the tight end in pass coverage. Allowed just short plays and made some nice tackles. Had 5 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. Trenton Thompson had some nice plays today. 5 tackles. Made a few in the hole in the running back. Also got a nice interception. Was in the right place off of a read where he jumped in front of Jamar Chase. That was a really good play. Trenton Thompson has been a nice fill-in so far. For being our fourth safety and filling in for injured Keanu Neal and Minkah Fitzpatrick, playing pretty well the last 2 weeks. Nice pick for him. Took points off the board in Cincinnati territory. Very good stuff. 2 more sacks as well. We get 4 sacks total today. Cam Hayward gets one. Nick Herbig gets a belter of one where he's in pass coverage and runs downfield to track the quarterback and runs and just swallows him up. Nick Herbig, what a fourth outside linebacker. Cam Hayward was a nice addition back to the team again as well today too. Also Michael Walker. Michael Walker is filling in for the 2 guys we've got hurt for the year, Cole Holcomb and Quan Alexander. For a fourth inside linebacker, Walker's playing nicely. Landon Roberts plays the run game nicely. Much like last week with the injury to, or a couple weeks ago with the injury to the Ravens, Pittsburgh knew the Bengals were only going to be able to throw the ball short, and they were playing the run, stacking the box, and playing the short pass, and tackling the guys short. So all in all, you had guys like Watt, Walker, Roberts, Benton playing the ball, playing the short pass, allowing nothing long, and letting the Bengals hold TJ Watt and get themselves into 3rd down and longs to end drives. Very good defensive scheme that played well. Overall, Patrick Peterson, since he's been roaming around and Porter's gotten the start at corner, he's been very, very nice. He got a batted ball today. And DeMonte KZ got 2 tips, both of which landed in the hands of Jamar Chase. Chase was the only Bengal over 50 yards total receiving today, only one that was doing much of anything receiving. Both of those big catches of his were on batted balls that fell opportunistically into his hands. Good heads-up play by Jamar Chase, but some nice bats from DeMonte KZ today. Playing well overall. Stuffing Joe Mixon too. Just 2 yards a carry for Joe Mixon. Nothing for the run game of the Bengals today. Excellent job on defense. Best overall game of the year for us. When you look at defense, turnovers, offensive efficiency, balancing the run and the pass, you got to feel great about that. Chris Boswell, 3 for 3 today in field goals. Excellent job. Presley Harvin, good job overall today. 4 punts, 172 yards, 43.0 average, and 2 inside the 20. So overall, you got to feel good about the Steelers not turning the ball over aside from the 1 fumble, getting a turnover in Bengals territory, making the most of their defense by playing the short passes, and making the most of their offenses by holding the ball, getting off the ball on staying on the field on 3rd down, and minimizing penalties. So all in all, a clean game. The Bengals are pretty much out of the playoffs now. I think they're at 5-6. I think they've got a losing record now, and Burrow's out. So I think we've just knocked the Bengals out for good, and we are now at 7-4. Really just 3 wins away from getting ourselves into the playoffs now. I said all we had to do was go 4-3 in our last 7 to get to the playoffs. This win, divisional win on the road, feels really good. We're now at 7-4 and kind of controlling our own destiny. Pittsburgh now can get on a roll. We're healthier. We've got a better coordinator. I like where we stand. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down below who stood out to you. Who are your players of the game? What did you think of this offense and the defense making plays? Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you like these Steeler deep dives, keep letting me know. I'll be bringing you guys more of these week after week, as well as what the offense could be, and some movie reviews coming soon. So take care, guys. Go Steelers. I will see you next week.